Hi, welcome to Alaskan in the Philippines, currently in Thailand. Today I thought I'd kind of talk about Thai women in comparison a little bit with the Filipinas. I don't know a lot. I'm not a big dater, so I'm not talking actually how it is dating them. I'm just making simple observations I've seen and from socializing the little bit I have with them, and from what I see just as a bystander on the street, how they act and how they take care of themselves. So let's start anyway. Starting off, the Thai women generally, they're very thin. They keep themselves very thin usually. I don't understand why, but their food, it must be their diet, is much better than the Filipinas. Because I notice the Filipinas can tend to be a little chubbier, tend to be on average. There's chubby Thais too. It's not a rule of thumb, but on the average, I would say these Thai women are thinner. You'll often see them. Right now the styles is they wearing these big thick shoes, Crocs, white Crocs. They're the rage. They're kind of in the Philippines the same kind of rage too. The women, for some reason, they got to have these high heel, just big platform white foam Crocs, open-toed, some of them, and then they'll wear their baggy plant pants. A lot of the Thais, the elephant pants, they're very popular with the tourists, but the Thais really do wear them. The Thai women, it's like when they give up on themselves like an American, it's to block the sun they use them. They're so light and comfortable. So they use that, and then they'll have a big hoodie, sweatshirt, often big, baggy, white, oversized sweater, hoodie. You can see through it. They're very, very thin. It's all to block the sunlight. They do everything they can to hide from the sun, but that's pretty normal with the Thai women. You'll see it with the Filipinas too, but with the Thais, they really hide, and they really go for the skin whitener. I call it ghost face. They really whiten. They got this acid base, whatever wipes. They wipe it all over their body. They actually can't be good for you. Absorbing all that bleach or whatever it is that's whitening their skin can't be good for you. But yeah, they make themselves white as a corpse. They really look like a corpse face. It's scary to me sometimes. It don't look good. But to the other Thai men, it does. The whiter, the better. And I notice they go for anything with a pointed nose. All the men in the Thai commercials got pointed noses, and they're usually kind of feminine, but they're all pasty white too. They went all through the skin whiteners. The men actually go through it too. You see them all whitened up, whiter, shiny white, whiter than a white person is, and it's not a good look. But the Thais are attracted to it. They're not trying to dress up for you, for the foreigners. Most foreigners like Thai women to have their tan, I like a naturally tan woman. It's this dark, almond skin looks beautiful to me. But yeah, the Thai women don't think so. So you'll often see them. And they'll definitely hide from the sun. A lot of them will wear the big brim hats and stuff to keep the shade off them, or carry an umbrella. You see that a lot in the Philippines too. They'll do that. And then, but yeah, they're not showing off their beauty as much as they could because they're hiding so much from the sun. But yeah, they get in the malls and you can see them walking around. But yeah, they're still wearing their hoodies, a lot of them. So, and they'll have a mask too. They'll be outside with their hood up and their mask on. So you really can't even tell if they're beautiful or not. A lot of the women you walk by, you can't. She's probably beautiful, gorgeous, drop dead, or she's ugly. You don't know either. So, yeah, when you approach them with a mask on, or they'll wrap their face too. Gloves. A lot of times they're gloves. When they go to the beach, the Thai women will be in the long sleeve hoodies, pajama pants, elephant pants, all the way down. They'll dress their kids like that too. Long sleeves with gloves. Some you see with socks. They just really go overboard. They don't want any of that sun, and that's at 6 o'clock in the morning. 6:30 in the morning. They're still dressed like it. Their kids will be playing on the beach in the water with their pajamas on, long sleeve pajama, long sleeve pants, pajama pants. Kids, they don't want them, and they'll put hats on them sometimes with the flaps coming down the sides too. They wear the hats with the flaps coming down the sides and the back. It's all shaded, So that's something they consider. They do it, the Thai are worse at it than the Filipinas. The Filipinas, they hide from the sun and they'll carry umbrellas and they'll bring a book for shade or something, umbrella. But they're not all wrapped up like the Thai do. They really turn into mummies, really. literally, the men too, just be a mummy walking. He was totally wrapped up in a turban, his face completely covered. 90 degrees. I can't imagine how hot that is. But yeah. And then keep in mind, and then also the Thai women, they don't cook. A friend of mine brought it to my attention, and I know it too. I see him. My friend, I go out to eat with her, and I asked her, "Do you cook at home?" She goes, "No, I don't." "Do you know how to cook?" No, she don't know how to cook. She's 40 years old. 43, she don't know how to cook. I guess her mom does the cooking at home. She don't need to, or most don't anyway. They go and they buy their food. You'll see them every morning. They'll stop at these stands, these little stands that sell fish balls and stuff, and they'll on their roast, and they'll have pre-packaged meals of rice and pork and stuff. These road stand sellers will be selling that in the morning at 6 o'clock. And all the Thai people will stop and they'll get their breakfast there. So all the Thai women too, you'll see them drive to work with their plastic cellophane bag with their lunch. They didn't cook. They don't have to cook. That's their lunch for the day. When they get home, you see them driving home with their cellophane bag. Usually there'll be a drink too, some sugary drink. I don't know why they stay so thin. On their handlebars, riding home with their prepared food that they bought for 50 baht along the road, and it's probably cheaper than they could cook it at home, just like me. I'm doing the same thing. You don't need to cook here. So the women never really learned to cook, a lot of them, or some of them. My friend, she don't cook. That surprised me. So yeah. But the Filipinas, they pretty much know how to cook. Most of them, if they've been around, 20 years, they've done the chores in the house. They mostly cooked. Most of them have cooked and done laundry, and they know all that, So that's the thing. And if you're with a Thai woman, they're very nurturing too. And I go out to eat with my friend. She peels my shrimp for me, hands them to me. She chicken. She debones the chicken wings and hands me them. Puts them on my plate, debones them. So they're very nurturing, and like the Filipina, they'll clean your toenails and all that, and your fingernails. So will the Thai women, But actually, there's shops for that here. There's so many shops for everything that they don't have to do that. So there is a difference there. And also, the Thai women are very, very professional. I see just nothing but middle class people around here. All the women of age are working age. The young kids are in school. Anyone of age is doing some work. Either they're helping their family business on the restaurant, selling food out on the street, or they're most going to work. They have good jobs, it seems like, or they probably low pay, but it's enough to make it around here. So they're a middle class. The women here are middle class, whereas in the Philippines, there's more of a desperation factor. So it seems like they're not, they don't have quite the tourism like Thailand does, so their economy ain't doing that good. And Philippines kind of make it hard for them to work too, so it's tough business. So a lot of them are, seems like they're poor in the Philippines. The women will be, a lot of them not working, or working very, very cheap jobs. Same with here, a lot of them, but they seem to get by. These Thai women, they seem to have more hope, if you ask me, than the Filipino women do. You don't see the begging here, nothing. And I'm not been to Pattaya and all that, so that's probably would ruin me. I kind of don't want to go there because I have a good outlook on what the Thai people are here. I see that they believe kind of in the Buddhist, the Buddhist teachings. And they don't steal. I'm not seeing it. I'm sure that somebody's going to correct me and say, yeah, they do. They rip me off everywhere. And it's probably true. There's some people that'll rip you off everywhere you go. But for the most part around here, I feel really safe. I feel like my stuff is even safe. I think if I'd left my wallet down in the desk down here near the desk, I think somebody would pick it up and give it to the desk and return it. They believe karma, do good and it'll come back to you. Do bad and it'll come back to you. The other day I was walking on the beach and there was a monk down there, and he walked up to me. Usually they don't approach me, so he asked me where I was from, and I told him U.S. and he gave me a prayer. He prayed for me, so I gave him a tip. I was gonna give him just 20 baht. I had a few 20s stuck together. I was gonna give it to him. It turned out to be like 80 baht. I had to put it in there. And he blessed me, and he blessed me again. And then when he was done, he couldn't speak a whole lot of English, but he could speak some. It surprised me. He goes, 12 million will come to you. And I was like, really? Great. But he was telling me I was going to get 12 million. He didn't know bought from dollars, but yeah, he was going to get me 12 million, which I thought was great. For my generosity to give him like 80 baht, he was pretty, thought he blessed me with a lot of return money, which is kind of the way they think. So they are kind of trusting. Of course, if I brought a girl home from the bar, I wouldn't trust her not to steal my wallet or something. So don't get me wrong there, guys, which I don't do, by the way. But yeah. And I don't know, not all the Filipinas, you know, they are all real religious too. They all, you know, you'll see they're very Catholic in the Philippines, and they got Mother Mary, and they're wearing crosses. If you're going to buy them something, they want a gold cross with Mother Mary or something, you know. They're all real religious, but you know, the Catholic religion, you can rip off the foreigner and then go to church Sunday and repent, and then Monday morning you're good again. No, just kidding. But yeah, I seem to notice that, you know, not hanging around the bars here, I think there's less thievery here in Thailand, or I don't know, there's probably still the scammers, and probably more than I see. And like I say, if I was in Bangkok or Patty, I'd be in my face. But here I don't get bothered with people trying to scam me or steal things from me. I don't feel like people are watching me. So anyway, I think that the women here would, you know, they're very trusting, I think. I think you could trust them. I ain't saying you couldn't trust a Filipina, which you can too. And they're very dedicated to their man too. They say they make great wives, you know. Some people would argue that point, but some people in Thailand. And that's another thing here in Thailand, you're going to have that language barrier. So maybe that's part of the reason I don't know as much as I know too. I can talk to the Filipinas, and I can see a lot of them are in there very childish. If you meet a 25-year-old Filipina girl, she's a lot of times got she acts like about a 15 or 16-year-old girl maturity-wise. That's from what I've seen. I haven't been around all of them, but yeah, that's what I've seen. I've noticed a lot. And these Thai women, they seem more mature mentally and physically, not physically, but mentally. They seem to just take things with stride, and they're busy going about their work, you know. But that's the thing, you know, idle mind in the Philippines, the ladies ain't working. It's kind of hard on your mind, you know. Here, if you're gainfully employed, you're in a pretty good mood and things are working, you're happy. But yeah, the language barrier here in the Philippines or here in Thailand can make it hard for you just to even know. I bet there's some guys that are married to Thai women that really don't even know them because they can't speak to them wholeheartedly, get down into a deep conversation, dive with them, you know. So it's like you married a stranger, and you're going to live with a stranger your whole life too. That's another thing. When these Thai women are aging, they age really, really well. If you're looking for a really good-looking, age-appropriate wife over here, I think you could find a really stunner. I'm not kidding. I'd be walking down the road a lot, and I'll see some woman, I'm behind her, seen her from a distance, and walk up to her, and she turn her, and I'm thinking, wow, damn, she's got a nice body, you know. I shouldn't be thinking of such thoughts, but I'm a man, you know. And I notice pretty women, I'm walking up, and wow, she's real nice looking, thinking to myself, and I go past, and she looks, and she's a 55-year-old lady, still looks good, still looking good in the face too, even. Just amazing how well they age. I don't know if it's not drinking or just clean living or their diet, but yeah, they age really well. A lot of them very thin, still got a hourglass body, and they're 55 years old, probably older, you know. I'm just guessing. They're probably older than I'm even guessing. So yeah, if you're here to retire and you want to look for a real stunning looking woman, and that's your age appropriate, you can probably find one here in Thailand. There's quite a few of them. When I was on the dating site, I got hit up by a lot of 50-year-old women that were pretty. You know, I was just looking. I wasn't really shopping. I couldn't afford one, but I was shopping there for a while, just looking around, and there was a lot of 50-year-old women contacted me, you know, and I knew they couldn't speak much English, but probably just a little, you know. But yeah, there was a lot of age-appropriate women that were pretty good looking here. So yeah, these Thai women really do age. I noticed the Filipino women, they kind of plump as they get older, and it's got to be the diet. That's all I can attribute it to. They're eating maybe more sticky rice, or probably the more rice, because a poorer you are, probably the more rice you're going to eat. So I'm thinking that could be the problem. But anyway, the Thai women seem to be more professionally financially well off, and boy, do they ever work hard. They are the hardest working women. My friend, she goes to work every morning. She travels a half hour in, cost her 50 baht, $1.50 to ride in, a half hour drive, comes in and works at like 8 o'clock, works until at least 7 o'clock. We were supposed to have dinner last night at 7 o'clock. She told me after dinner, but she called me at 6:30 and said, sorry, I'm going to be late again. I can't. We'll do it another night. She was going to be working till 8. Of course, she calls me after she get off work and everything still. So yeah, she works till 8 o'clock and then gets on a minibus and takes another half hour ride home for another 50 baht. So yeah, I've never seen, and then every day, no day off. Every day of the week. So we're going to try to have dinner again tonight if she got time. If not, it'll be tomorrow. Yeah, just amazing amount of work. But yeah, everything for the family, you know, they all pitch in, the brother and everybody. Same with the Philippines, the women, they all pitch in and they all take care of the family. It's a whole different ball game here. But yeah, that's just a few of the comparisons and similarities that I've noticed just from a distance. Not a dating comparison or nothing like that, because I really didn't do a lot of dating on either. But yeah, that's just my simple observations. They're both good women. Sure, a lot of them beat out American women, both. But yeah, that's my observation, just watching and playing the games with them a little bit. So, well, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.